Test, test. Okay.
Good.
This episode's random word is
ムカつく
meaning to be irritated. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Or also frustrated.
How would you use it? Would you just say it to yourself, or would you say it if someone was to ask you, how are you? Would you say, Mukatsuku?
Oh, you would never say that. It means like, oh, I'm so irritated. Don't even talk to me or something.
Okay.
Yeah, well, like that would sound like it. But it's very useful to express how you feeling, especially your emotion.
Okay. And what was the last situation you spoke this word?
Can't remember. So many frustration always happened to me. Just kidding.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I know. What you could say, what you shouldn't really say directly to your boss.
Yeah.
But for example, your boss makes you irritated or frustrated
Yeah.
or makes you upset.
Okay. So
You might just say to yourself, oh, I'm so mukatsuku.
Okay.
Like you could just casually say mukatsuku
Mukatsuku.
with emotion. Ooh.
I can hear the emotion.
Yeah, but if you wanted to say a little bit in a formal version,
Yes.
for example, you are talking with your friend, but who is older that you wanna pay respect
Yes.
by using like a formal version. Because like in Japan, you wanna use always formal version whenever you speak with someone older.
Correct.
Yeah, so in that case, you could say ムカつきます.
Mukatsukimasu. That is the formal way of being irritated. And with that said, that's another random word in your brain.
Yay.
Yay, indeed. Now, we will move on with this episode. All right, and now with this exciting... What are you laughing at already?
Oh, sorry, I was just reading some article about what are you going to share today.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Yes, so with this exciting new episode of Japan,
Okay.
we are continuing from the last conversation that we had about 10 phrases that are very common in Japan. So this time I'm excited to see what you're reading about. This is lots of giggles. But anyways, today we're going to be covering 10 things that you should not say in Japan.
That sounds really fun.
Yes, these words are considered evil. I wouldn't say evil, but they're considered wrong, and we will find out why as we go through.
It's
Now-
really relevant because like once like you know those words,
Yes.
when you actually get like getting some offensive word by some Japanese, like mean Japanese, you can actually understand.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
can pick up if people are being
Yeah.
rude to you or not.
Yeah, yeah. So they
Oh.
don't you don't have to like let them just say whatever to you because you don't know Japanese. At least you understand. Then
Oh.
maybe you can say back in English or whatever.
Oh, you could say Mukatsuku.
Yeah.
There you go.
Here you go.
Using that word already. See how
Yes.
common it is? All right, so we'll start from the top here. And this one is relating to a topic that we've covered in the greetings course, I believe it was.
Oh, okay.
It includes name endings, but basically 10 things. The first thing that you should not say in Japan is the name ending san after your own name.
Okay.
Make sense?
After what? Sorry?
After you say your own name. Say you asked me, what is my name? And then I said, my name is Kyle-san. I would sound like a fool,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
It's not rude.
it's not rude. It just sounds off, like you're being formal about your
Like
own
you
name.
would never say your name is Mr. Kyle.
Well, unless I'm joking around, right?
Yeah, right? Yeah, so same idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
So it's not rude. It's just kind of funny. That's all.
Funny, yeah. It's just because in Japanese, when you're learning to say someone's name, you always have to, as a quick recap, say a name ending
Yeah.
to their name. So if it's someone that you don't know, or someone like your boss or whatever, you always want to be polite, and you just say their name followed by a name ending. And then san, I would say, is one of the most common and safe ones to use. It just means Mr. or Mrs.,
Yeah.
basically. So yeah, if someone was to ask you your name, you would just say, my name is Kyle. And then if someone introduced themselves to you by their name, you would say, for example, you said, "Hi, my name's Chisa." I would say, "Oh, nice to meet you, Chisa-san."
Yes.
Name ending, Mrs. Chisa. But
Yeah, because the reason why we use name ending is we can just show our respect to people. And then when you say your name, you don't actually have to pay respect to yourself.
no.
Yeah, so that's how it works.
Makes sense. This one, it makes a lot of sense, but I can see someone just learning Japanese, reading an article about name endings or listening to something about name endings. You would think, oh, do I have to say it every time? But I could see it being confusing for a beginner. So that's important to know. You can forget about it with your own name, but always say it with someone else's name.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Sounds great.
Perfecto. Okay, so numero 2. Your boss's or teacher's first name. You should never say it. How come, Chisa?
Oh, just only by name?
Yes, by their first name.
Because it's rude.
Yes. Well, basically your boss or your teacher is someone higher above you, and they have their own professional title. So when you're at work, you don't want to call your boss by their first name. And what they use in Japanese for that, the name ending that you would want to use, or title, I should say, is shacho. Right?
Shacho would be okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if your boss's name was, let's just say, Mr. Smith, the most classic name people use for examples, you would say, "Hello, Smith Shacho."
Oh, yes.
Yes, that just means President Smith.
Yeah.
Yes, you wouldn't just say, "Hey, Bob."
Oh, no.
Right? Yeah, so you don't want to say that. And for a teacher, they would use sensei.
Yes.
Yes, so it'd be Smith Sensei.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, you want to just call them by their, I don't know, status?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so if the boss, the position was the supervisor or something like that, that would be like, instead of calling by their name, calling him by the position, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, like if, for example, if it was manager, the manager in Japanese, I might be wrong, but kacho.
Kacho.
Is it correct?
I don't know. I just know
something like that.
shacho.
So yeah, you would just call them like manager.
Yes. Okay.
May I have a question for you or something like that?
Perfect. Yeah. And then also, if you don't know their title, but you know that they're higher up in the company, then it's fine to say their last name followed by son, right? That just means Mr.
Yeah.
Just because who knows what this guy does, right? So you just call him by their last name and Mr. Still polite and respectful.
Yeah, if you are from the higher position and talking to someone like working under you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just call them maybe by last name. I think that's more common. But you could put like some name ending. For example, san or kun or whatever you want.
Yes. All right. In conclusion, do not call your boss or teacher by their first name only.
Yes.
Okay. So number 3, you do not say, "O genki desu ka?" to the person that you saw yesterday. Do you mind saying or explaining what "O genki desu ka" means?
お元気ですか? Ah, お元気ですか is like, how are you?
Yes. So it's like, how are you? Basically, yes. Correct.
So like お元気ですか shouldn't be used to the person you've met before?
Oh no, you can use it to a person you've met before, but basically what this is saying here, this is why I love having you here, because I'm just going forward with the knowledge that I know, and I like you to correct me as I go. So
Okay.
yeah, so from my understanding, "O genki desu ka?" I find this very interesting because it basically means exactly what you said. How are you? And here in Canada, as I am, English, like when we see someone, even throughout the day, you'd probably see them when you first enter the building at work. You could say, "Oh, hey, how are you?" It's just a very common, light question.
You actually say that to anyone, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then even at the end of the day, you'd say, oh, hey, I haven't seen you all day. How are you? Like you'd ask them again repetitively. It's just a easy thing to start a conversation.
True.
But in Japan, it seems like this term asking someone, how are you, is taken a lot more seriously. So if you were to actually ask, how are you, then it would show that you actually are caring or actually asking them seriously, not just like, oh, I'm good, done. Like it's more of a deeper question. Is that true? Or like...
It kind of sounds right. It's just like it means it's not very common to ask this question to people generally. Mm-hmm. But you can use it. It sounds more like a written word phrase.
Okay.
お元気ですか? I'm just trying to remember where I would use.
Okay.
お元気ですか?
It says also some people just for short say genki.
Yeah.
Yeah?
お元気ですか sounds so formal.
Yeah.
So like you might write later with お元気ですか?
Yeah.
But just like in person, if you are saying お元気ですか in person, I would say お元気でしたか?
Okay.
Past tense instead of a present.
Okay.
Because like お元気でしたか means how have you been doing or how have you been, which is past. And then the reason why we use past tense for this phrase is because like when you talk to the person in person, you actually see how he or she's doing. Right? So you don't necessarily have to ask, how are you doing in Japanese? Because you know the states. You can actually see it, right? So you want to know more about how has he or she been doing.
That makes a lot more
sense. Does that make sense? That's like how Japanese works.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Maybe like the sense of time is a little bit different from English.
Right.
Just a little bit.
Just a ちょっとね。
ちょっとだけ。少しだけ。
少しだけ。
Yeah.
That means a little bit.
Yes. ちょっと is more casual.
ちょっと。
Yeah, 少し is better, I think.
I find myself saying ちょっと just because it sounds more fun to me.
Yeah.
But I have to try to get 少しだけ?
少しだけ.
少しだけ.
Yeah.
Little bit.
Yeah, that
Little
sounds more like mature-ish, I think.
So if you were to say, are you hungry? I could say 少しだけ.
Yeah.
Little bit?
Yeah.
A little bit
exactly.
hungry.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's perfect.
All right. Moving on to the next one. You should never say sayonara to your family.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. That sounds sad.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sayonara is meant to like parting friends or someone who you're not going to see for a while.
Yeah.
And to your family, again, this is all just my understanding, please correct me, but with your family, you expect to see them pretty quick. Like you're just leaving the house and you're coming back, or you're pretty much gone for, maybe half a day at most, like when you go to work. But so when you say sayonara to your family, it would mean you're going away for a while.
Sayonara sounds so deep.
Really?
I would preferably I would never want to use it because like what you said sounds like actually making it come true, right?
Yes.
So like sayonara means like pretty much I will never see you, but good luck
boy.
or something like that. To me, like that has that kind of meaning behind.
Cue the sad music.
Eh?
I just see when you say sayonara to your family, I just see tears and hear sad music.
Yeah. Sayonara. Something like that.
Yeah, for sure. So how can you make this more positive? How would you say goodbye to your family when you're leaving?
また.
また?
またね is very casual.
またね.
If you wanted to just make it sound formal and easy way, you could say また as bowing a little bit.
I've heard
Just
じゃあ
a
また.
20 degree. Oh,
Yeah.
じゃあまた. Yeah, じゃあ is good.
What is じゃあ?
じゃあ is, I don't know, じゃあ. じゃあ is like anyway. Or
Yeah.
when you want to kind of switch the situation or conversation or whatever.
conclude it?
Yeah. Just like pretty much same as anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, see you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it has more, I don't know how to say, but it has more like a feeling to it. It has a more like friendly feeling rather than saying like, anyway, you can forget it and just let's go move on.
Yeah.
じゃあ means more like, okay, then bye. I
Yeah.
don't know if it works.
That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, bye.
I do my best.
Yeah. And okay, so we have じゃあまた or just また. You said またね?
Yeah, またね. But like if you're using ね, you wanna use it just only for your friends or
Gotcha.
sisters, brothers, like someone you can just casually talk with. So if you wanted to say see you later or like goodbye to those who you wanna pay extra respect by using the formal version, I would say じゃあまた.
じゃあまた.
But to make it more formal,
Yes.
では
Oh.
また.
ではまた.
Yeah, では also means exactly same as じゃあ.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Just more formal.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the classic 行ってきます?
行ってきます is totally different.
Well, you would
I'm
say
leaving but coming back. That's what I meant.
to your family, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Like when you're leaving home, but you know that you're going home back. Then like you say 行ってきます.
行ってきます.
Yeah.
And then they would say,
行ってらっしゃい.
it's fun. 行ってらっしゃい. Yes.
It's easy. 行って means to go.
Yes.
来ます is to come.
Right.
So like I'll go and then come back here. Yeah, so like it actually has like two words embedded in one word. 行ってきます.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
if you just dissect it.
Okay. Now, I think we're ready to move on to the next. And this one here is thank you. You should never say thank you when someone compliments you.
Why?
Why? It just means you are not humbly taking their compliment.
Seriously? I would say thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, basically what this one was saying was, if I was to say, you have beautiful hair, you would say, oh, thank you. And then that would mean like you're not humble about it.
Well, you got the point though.
Yes.
You got the point of Japanese culture.
Right.
Yeah.
And for those who listened to the last episode for 10 common Japanese phrases, what would you say when I compliment you? Review.
ありがとうございます.
Close.
In Japanese, right?
Japanese. Say I compliment.
全然.
Zen. There you go. Not at all. Being humble.
Yeah, you could say 全然です.
Oh, zen. That's what about mada mada?
まだまだ is like I'm still working on it.
So I was like, if I said, your jumping backflip skills are incredible.
Yeah, so if I say まだまだ means like I admit my skill. Of course, I have great jumping skill,
Yes.
but I still need to work on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't sound humble as much as you saying, no, not at all. Like,
Yeah.
全然です in Japanese.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, this is a weird one, this next one.
Yeah, but can I just share?
Share.
Even if you get compliment from people, you can just say ありがとうございます.
That's what I do all the time.
Yeah, that's totally okay. And
Yeah.
that sounds more positive, I
Oh.
think.
Okay.
Yeah, positive but humble. Like you could say, 全然です. But ありがとうございます means like you appreciate
Gotcha.
like what people say to you.
Okay.
Because like if you say like 全然です, it sounds like you just disagreeing.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, that's how I feel. But it just tells who you are.
This is a good combination. We have this guy who only knows textbook information, and then we have the Japanese real life person with experience to correct the books.
Okay.
Right. Well, this next line here is, you should never say, my mom is pretty to outsiders.
Oh.
You know, like,
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
No.
But you wouldn't say that either in English, would you?
I don't think I would say that to anyone. Like,
No, right?
it's
That
just kind
sounds
of
a
weird
little
to
bit
say. It's like, hey,
embarrassing.
my mom's pretty. How are you?
Yeah.
No, but basically what they're trying to get across is You should never say complimentary things about yourself or people close to you to outsiders. For example, defining the line of an insider and an outsider. Like an insider is your friend. Like, of course, if you're with a friend, say, oh, hey, here's a picture of my mom. She's pretty. That's kind of normal, you know, if you're with a friend. But an outsider is like a customer or your boss. You wouldn't say that to someone who's not
It's kind of
close.
common sense.
It is common sense. So I guess that's with any language.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Well, we all learned nothing from this.
It's just like you don't want to make it sound like, oh, you're bragging.
Yeah, totally. Okay. Well, the next one, I want your opinion on how truthful this is.
Okay.
Okay. So you should never say yes. Mm-hmm. How do you say yes in Japanese?
Hi.
Perfect. You should never say yes right after being offered food or a drink. No matter how hungry you are, you should say, yeah.
That's what it said?
That's what it says.
Seriously? That's so strict.
You got to refuse. And then they're supposed to come back and say, no, please take it. Then you say, yeah, no. And then they would say, please.
That's really cultural things, right?
Is that?
Yeah, like if your personal language isn't Japanese,
Yeah.
I think you can just say whatever you wish to.
Okay.
Yeah.
If your first language. But what about Japanese people?
I would just pretend that I am a little bit hesitating to accept the offer. I would just say, いいえ、大丈夫です.
Okay.
You know what? Like some people, especially like very correct, I don't know, literature specialist
Yeah.
might say 大丈夫です isn't the correct answer.
Okay.
Because 大丈夫です is more like slang word to say, oh, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to the next one.
Okay.
You should never say あなた when speaking with someone.
Yeah, that sounds serious.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't like my dad calling me あなた.
あなた. What does it mean?
Just you.
Yeah, it just means like, hey, you or you.
Yeah. Well, if you are calling your husband, you could just use あなた. But just only this あなた can be applied to wife calling her husband.
That's funny because the textbook actually said that, and I thought it was quite hilarious.
Oh, really?
It's like the only person who can say anata was the wife talking down to the husband. I just felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so weird. So, but that's weird though, because in English, I would say, how are you? Or like, how are you feeling? Or like, what about you? Or would you like I say that all the time.
Yeah. English has like you as a very common word to say. Mm-hmm. But in Japanese, we really say あなた.
Instead of saying you, do you just, I imagine you just call them by their name, right?
Yeah, if I get called あなた,
Yeah.
I would feel so nervous. And then like I might just expect, oh, something wrong I must have done.
You feel
going
guilty.
on. Yeah, like what's going to happen to me?
Gotcha.
Why this person's calling me あなた?
Yeah. Well, it's actually really good because it forces people to call people by name.
Yeah.
So instead of that, it's like Chisa.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, if I was called by my name
yeah.
with like Chisa-san or
Yeah.
Chisa-chan, I'm like, oh, okay, what's up?
yeah.
But then like if my friend called me あなた, I was like, what? What did I do?
Right. Okay. That's a good one actually. That's
Good.
important.
Okay.
Second last one here in this list before the fun stuff.
はい.
Hi. So, 愛しています means I love, right?
を愛しています.
Correct me. 愛しています?
愛しています.
愛しています?
Yes, 愛 is love. Actually, I, same as I.
Oh.
But 愛
Yeah.
means love in Japanese.
愛.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
愛しています
Yeah, so 愛する is to love. 愛しています is I love to. No, 愛する is to love, but 愛しています is the formal version of saying I love you.
Gotcha. Okay, so one more difference between English and Japanese. In Japanese, like we just talked about, you would never say you. Would you like some of this or whatever? This one it's very common in English to say, oh, I love cheeseburgers, or oh, I love cucumbers, or I love
yeah,
dogs.
I know. We said that a lot.
I love cars, but
yeah, I know.
yeah, like we're in Japanese that if you say aishiteimasu to like a car,
You could say like something aishitemasu.
yes,
It's exactly same meaning as I love something. So
Oh,
like you
okay.
can first put object and then wo aishiteimasu.
okay,
That's like the right grammar.
gotcha.
Okay, so
Inu wo aishiteimasu.
oh, perfect.
Yeah, it just means I love dogs. But in Japanese, like in English, it's totally fine. People say that
Yeah, I
all the
know.
time, not seriously. But when you say it in Japan, people take it actual serious. Like it means you really do love.
Yeah,
This.
it's like the same meaning as you are in love with the I don't know which dog, but
Yeah.
a dog.
A dog.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wow, he loves dog.
Yeah, that's weird. So
Is he like into dog, or like I would be a little bit confused?
yeah. So when you were learning English,
Yes.
that must have been weird for you. It'd be the reversal, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like you know, in English, like we just say, "Oh, I love you, mom. Bye" on the phone. But then, like, I would never say that to my mom.
Really?
Yeah, it's just so awkward.
Okay.
Like even if my mom said, "Oh, I love you, Chisa" in Japanese,
Yeah.
like Chisa, aishiteru. Like I would feel like I just
This is
shiver.
deep. Yeah. Okay.
Like I just grossed out.
Okay.
What are you saying?
Well,
yeah.
your mom is supposed to love you. So.
Yeah, well, I know, but
Yes.
she's not supposed to tell me
Oh, I see. Just
by
just
using
feel
love
it.
in Japanese.
Yes.
Yeah.
So instead of saying I love dogs or I love food or whatever, you would say what instead in Japanese?
Instead of saying 犬を愛しています
Yeah.
I would say 犬が好きです
Suki desu?
Yeah, 好きです
And that means like?
or 犬が大好きです 大 means very much
Dai. Okay.
with the 好き as a verb.
Okay. So just the verb we'll separate is suki or
好
suki?
き
Suki.
Yeah, 好きです
Suki desu.
Yes,
And that means I like.
I like.
Okay. So
Yeah.
for those who want to say that they express that they like something very much, say suki. Don't
Yes.
say I actually love that.
Yeah, something を好きです or something が好きです
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is a hard part of explain difference between ga and wo as particles. But I'm sure Kyle can cover that part.
Particles. This can be a big course. It's a
Yeah.
big deal. It's a whole nother subject of the language.
Yes.
It's pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, but if you master the particles, you're really good. Good to go with the, I don't know, Japanese
Okay.
master. Anyway.
Okay. So the next one and the last one here is, do you want coffee?
Yes, I want.
What's wrong with this sentence? Anything?
Eh?
Does it make you feel weird that I say, do you want coffee in Japanese?
Why?
So basically, it says Japanese may feel shy about expressing their desire for foods and drinks. So asking someone if they want coffee may make them uncomfortable. So instead, you should just say, how about coffee? Or how about grabbing food? It's less like, do you want? Or how about lightly just grabbing this? And that way it's not as, I want this, or something like that. Is that generally?
How would you say, do you want coffee in Japanese?
I'll ask you this question.
Oh. Doesn't the textbook say that?
Yes, but I'd like to hear a real Japanese person say this.
I'm kind of curious what it says.
Okay. Kohi ga hoshi desu ka?
Yeah, I think it's totally okay. It just
That's
depends
okay?
on situation.
Well, it says, say, kohi wa ikagi desu ka?
いかがですか?
Eh? Let me try that again. Kohi wa ikaga desu ka?
Yes.
Kohi wa ikaga desu ka?
Yes. Oh, I think maybe it's just telling the degree of formality.
Formality.
The degree of formality.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Like, コーヒー欲しいですか?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be if you are working a cafe, you wouldn't really say コーヒー欲しいですか to the customer. That's like コーヒーいかがですか is like just kind of between, I think, customers and what's the other one? Customers and client. Oh, no,
Client.
no, clients or customers.
Customers
And the business people.
Oh, I would say clients.
No, I mean like the what's that? いかがですか?
Yeah.
It's very formal. So like when you talk with a client, customer, or like someone like more authoritative, or older, or your girlfriend or boyfriend's parents, you may want to use いかがですか just to pay highest respect. But to your friend, you can just casually ask コーヒー欲しいですか? Means do you want coffee?
Okay.
いかがですか is like would you like coffee?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it. That's my list. That is what I had
That's
studied.
a long list.
It was 10 massive things. So,
Cool.
Chisa-chan,
But we made it.
we did. Give me something that you would never say in Japanese.
Yeah, I found a interesting website here.
Okay.
It's just like saying like watch your mouth, be careful with some words to speak with your friends or people around you. Okay, let's go. The most common one that shows on the top list.
Okay.
Okay, baka,
What is baka?
stupid,
Stupid.
or idiot.
Or idiot. Baka.
Yeah, you didn't say that.
Okay.
But like casually, you could say, "Oh, you're so silly." You could say, "Oh, もうバカなんだから."
Oh.
なんだから is like, "Oh, you're so silly." I don't know how to explain なんだから means.
Okay.
But なんだバカ or like you could just casually say バカ.
Okay.
So it's like
Idiot.
no, idiot. Silly.
Oh,
You're
I
so
see.
silly.
Okay.
Kyle, baka.
Okay.
You shouldn't do it, you know. But just like, you know, you need to change the tone of voice. If you say
Right.
like, baka, sounds so serious.
Okay.
Anyway, okay.
That's a good one.
You didn't say 死ね.
What is shine?
Die.
Die. Oh. Shine.
Yes. Also, there's one more good word.
Okay.
I have so much. We should do that next time. But
Okay.
more.
Yeah.
But,
You look excited.
maybe debu.
Debut?
Yeah, debu.
What is debut?
Fat.
Fat.
Or like fat pig or something.
Debut.
Yeah, like you should never say debu. Even as a joke, you should never say that to your friends or especially girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Debut. So, to be really rude,
Yeah.
you could say, あなたのdebut.
No, あなたはデブ. But, you know what? Like in Japan, we rarely actually say the subject. So like, あなた あなた it was
あなた
taboo.
was rude.
No, it wasn't actually rude in a way. Like, just like all of the words that you chose that shouldn't be used, just like shouldn't be used because it sounds unnatural.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so you can actually use あなた. But then like it just doesn't sound natural.
Right.
Yeah, but anyway, in Japanese, we really use anata, right? So you can just omit the part.
Okay.
So if you just simply say debu to the person,
Yeah.
it sounds so rude.
Okay.
If you wanted to complete a whole sentence by using debu,
Yeah.
it would be debu desu ne. Or if you wanted to use anata still, anata debu desu.
I'll refrain from anata.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the omission part is big in the language I've read about a couple times.
Yeah, you could use it, but you just make yourself sound so serious.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So debu, shine, and baka.
Yes.
Oh, those are some.
I got more to
Oh.
share, but
One more.
one more.
One more.
Just maybe dated one.
Okay.
People don't use it anymore. Is ampontan.
What is this? That sounds like a orangutan. I don't know. What is this?
Ampontan.
Anpontan.
It's not really rude or it's not like a swear word.
Okay.
But ampontan is like pretty much like a stupid. In
Okay.
different way of saying baka.
Okay.
Ampontan.
Anpontan. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm pretty much sure you'll never hear people saying ampontan.
I think that
But
sounds like a
ampontan
challenge.
means something just telling, oh, you're so stupid.
Gotcha.
Or you do this or something like that.
All right. Well, I think we've learned enough bad language and things not to say.
Ampontan.
Ampontan. You just call me stupid? All right.
Sounds funny.
Yeah. Well, you good, Chisa-chan?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening to another Japan podcast. I always enjoy having these casual conversations as you learn a lot and it's fun to listen to and you get to hear more context than just word for word. So we are always working on more courses and we have a lot more coming out for you. We will always have a lot more coming out for you. So there's a lot to learn with the language. So
Good.
yeah. So enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed.
I hope you enjoy and thank you for having me again.
Yes, you're always welcome. The more the merrier. If you all like this podcast and are learning from it, then please subscribe, like, rate, all that good stuff. And always feel free to email us at contactjapan@gmail.com and then give us any show suggestions or topics you'd like, and we will definitely cover those.
Or the website URL?
Or visit our website. What is the website, Chisa-chan?
Japponline.com.
Perfect.
JAPPON line.com.
Great job. All right. Well, we look forward to the next episode. And once again, enjoy.
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。